The sun is coming up over the streets of North Park as buses and delivery trucks make their rounds. Meanwhile, someone else is finishing his deliveries for the day. Like Santa Claus or the Tooth Fairy, he works through the night while you are asleep. But he distributes a different type of gift, a typed out dream left on your doorstep.
To me, it's very ephemeral and intimate.
His name is Matthias Svalina, and for the past 3 years, he's run what he calls a dream delivery service.
What's interesting to me is this little piece of paper shows up in your mailbox or at your door every day, and this, over the course of 31 days, we create this event and this text together as a reader and writer.
Here's how it works. Svalina arrives in a city and gathers subscribers through his website. For $45, each subscriber gets a dream every morning for a month, including weekends. Svalina came to San Diego mid-January and has about 65 subscribers. His work makes for an unusual schedule.
I get up around 3, and I try to get on the road by 3:30.
He bikes through the city for 4 or 5 hours, delivering dreams.
And start drinking as much coffee as humanly possible, and I try to write for about 8 to 10 hours a day.
Then he prints the dreams and puts them in little pink envelopes. North Park resident Adam Deutsch was one of the last stops on his route. He opened his dream and read it aloud.
You buy a new car. It is a red Mustang, which looks just like a Mustang, but has a long, hairless rodent tail growing out of the rear bumper.
The dream continues. The car is called a mouse tang, even though the tail looks more like a rat's tail. But you can't call the car a rat tang, of course.
It's a red Mustang. I mean, I've never seen a red Mustang, and it makes sense that it can't be a rat tang.
Deutsch says these random, sometimes silly pieces of poetry are worth supporting.
They're humorous, and they're, looking at the world in unique ways, and it's a project where a guy is biking around the city every morning, hand delivering poems. It just seemed worth it.
Svalina has encountered some obstacles in San Diego. Just like seemingly everyone else in the city, he caught a bad cold. And he says San Diego is hillier than he imagined, and says biking here can be treacherous. Later in the afternoon, on the day we met, Svalina was hit by a pickup truck. He's okay, but his bike had to go to the shop for a few days. All of these hazards mean Svalina hasn't always had time to write a unique dream for everyone, though he aims to. And like so many real dreams, the ones he's written seem to slip from his memory. But he does remember one from a few years ago.
The subscriber was at a karaoke night at a bar, and he had put in his song that he wanted to sing, and was waiting, and all these other people who showed up after him all got up to sing, and he was starting to get frustrated. And then this group of Galapagos tortoises came in, and they put in their songs, and the subscriber's waiting for a song, and then one of the tortoises goes up to sing, and he's like, oh man, come on, those guys came in like an hour after me. And the first tortoise who gets up sings the song that he wanted to sing, and he's really frustrated.
Like many dreams, it could have a deeper meaning. The tortoise getting called first could mean the subscriber always feels overlooked. But Svalina doesn't see his work that way.
I'm more interested in how worlds of dream logic play out than in their significance or some kind of psychological reflection of them.
And he's always looking for inspiration. When we first met, Svalina asked if I'd had any dreams the night before. I said I'd dreamt my mom went into my baby's room and woke him up, and I was really mad at her. The next day, Svalina sent me a dream poem. In it, I carve a pumpkin so well that I end up keeping it in a nursery as a baby. Then my mother arrives, dressed like Stevie Nicks. By the end of the dream, she's dressing my pumpkin as Stevie Nicks, and I get really mad at her. Quote, even though Pumpkin does look pretty good in the Stevie Nicks outfit. Claire Tregesser, KPBS News.